This is the Power Platform Daily Brief for Monday, July 1st, 2019. What you need to know about the Power Platform today in 10 minutes or less. I'm Joel Lindstrom. And today is Canada Day, so to all Canadians listening to the Daily Brief, Happy Canada Day. This is also the annual MVP renewal, so if you know any MVPs and they seem very happy today, chances are it's because they got renewed. It's been about a week since we've had a daily brief, and a number of things happened since then. The biggest story is that the embedded Canvas apps in model-driven apps in Dynamics 365 are now generally available. What this means is it's no longer a preview feature, and there's some improvements that are announced along with it. One is you can choose a different app size. So originally in the preview, it was just phone size, which was great if it was phone size. But if you had something smaller or larger that you wanted to display, you really couldn't do it. And so that's great. They've also changed one significant thing in that originally in the preview, it could be linked to a subgrid or to a field. Now you can just link it to a field, but you still can show a list of records by adding the Common Data Service connector to your embedded app, and then you can filter it based on the model-driven data integration value. So a little change there, and it actually makes it a little bit better because what you can do then is, when you're using the Common Data Service, you have more ability to write back those values without having to use a patch function. The second biggest story from last week was the app for Outlook has been separated from Dynamics 365 and now is a CDS app that can be installed from AppSource. So this is another thing that was a reason people had to have a Dynamics license even if they didn't need the Dynamics modules. Well, now you can install it straight into a Common Data Service environment with a P2 license and enjoy the app for Outlook. So this should broaden the use of the app for Outlook to people outside of Dynamics 365 for sales. I guess another way to look at it too is if you don't want app for Outlook, you can now totally remove it if you have the AppSource version. In the Microsoft Flow news, Microsoft has improved the Flow integration with OneDrive for Business. There's now a Flow launch panel in OneDrive for Business, similar to the Flow launch panel in SharePoint, where you can select a file and launch a flow directly on that file. It's useful for approval type scenarios and things like that. You can also create flows directly from OneDrive for Business. So I'm excited about this because I'd like to add to the menu of options that I can automate when I'm in OneDrive. And so this should be a cool way to do it. I'm thinking of scenarios where I wanted to bulk move files to different places or that sort of thing. So I'm excited about that. And on the connectors front, we have a couple of new connectors for Flow and Power Apps. One, Corda Blockchain. We have another blockchain provider. And Aquaforest PDF looks interesting. What Aquaforest is a connector that has a group of actions that perform different PDF operations, such as splitting, text extraction, barcode extraction, and OCR operations for Office 365 and Flow. So check those out at flow.microsoft.com. And have you checked out the PCF gallery lately? Guido Peretta's PCF gallery catalogs the great contributions people are doing for Power Apps Control Framework controls, and you can see them and download them and try them out. It's an ever-growing number of solutions out there. I'd recommend you check it out. I love Tanguy's many-to-many tagging solution and the attachment file visualization and a bunch of other really, really nice things. So if you get a chance, check it out. And if you're the developer bent, why don't you contribute something and show your skills with PCF controls. For 1st. It is the beginning of Microsoft's fiscal year, so I would anticipate there's not going to be a lot of news, especially the beginning part of the month, but we've been wrong about that before. So this is the Power Platform Daily Brief for Monday, July 1st. Now you're up to date. Power on.